Everyone, and welcome to the decks of the weekend. This is my weekly video where I go over the deck that caught my attention the most, that did well over the weekend. We have in front of me Boris Burn, which is a deck that hasn't done well in Modern in a long time, but recently this list did very well on Magic Online. There was a challenge with 3 copies of this archetype in the top 8, and what do we have? So we basically have Burn, so it's the Skullcrack, Searing Blades, Lava Spike, Rift Bolt, very easy game plan. But instead of having Goblin Guide, Eidolon, and I guess some of the one-offs, you have Mishra's Bubble, Channeler, and Slickshot Show Off. I've played this deck in the league. It will be out on my YouTube channel in the next days. And mostly, I think the reason for this is that just Slickshot Show Off is a great card. It comes into play, and whenever it's paired with Mishra's Bubble, it's amazing because you basically have straight rate but reverse, as in instead of you drawing a card for free, your opponent draws. Sorry, instead of you losing 2 life and drawing a card for free, your opponent loses 2 life and you draw a card. And it's a must answer threat that deals some damage when it comes into play already. Channeler Bubble has already been played in the past. I remember some burn deck used to do that. Didn't go very well, but I guess if you're combining that with show off, then it makes a little bit more sense. So I think you can see now Burn doing well again before MH3 dropping with this very same list. And I think it's definitely a well-deserved deck of the weekend. I also need to mention that the Mox Championship final happened, and the winner is Stefan Schulz, and he got there with Yawgmoth, Gogar Yawgmoth. No ring here. Although I want to mention that Zerg was playing ring and Fatal Push in his last showcase qualifier, and the other finalist was also playing Yawgmoth in the 2-0 section. Although over the overall final was against Amulet Titan, so this was the deck that went on in a very important event that is indeed the Magical Line final. So this is it for Modern. Let's move over to Pioneer. We have of course the regional championship qualifiers that are in Pioneer. This weekend, I have the Naples European. It will be standard. That will be the last time I'll play standard in a long time. I'll say farewell to that format, hopefully with a good result. I'm already qualified to the PT, although I go there since the top 2 qualifies to Worlds, and also because I love to travel for Magic and play high-stake tournaments like the one where Legacy and Wizards, host a very important event every once in a while. So I'm definitely very happy to compete in that tournament. But the RCQ is Pioneer, and I actually managed to squeeze in one Sunday to play an RCQ in June. So I'll be playing Pioneer. I haven't played Pioneer since the PT, but I always keep in check and see what's going on. And what's going on here is that on Magic Online, Waste Not has won a lot. This particular deck came first and second in the Pioneer Qualifier. That's a very large tournament with 9 rounds of Swiss. Mono Black Waste Not just everywhere now. Bring on is it Phoenix, and I'm assuming also bring on Arachnus Vampires. Although I mean, you do have answers for the powerful 6/5. You even have Blot Out, which is I guess exactly the answer for the Vein Ripper without having to sacrifice a creature. That's why you'll see also Shooter Ignite instead of more removal spells. You have Hostile Investigator here. That is the newest addition to the archetype. This both makes your opponent discard cards, but also it's just a combo with Liliana, since every time you tick it up, Liliana, you make a clue with the Hostile Investigator, and card advantage is all you need for this archetype to win its games. It's 26 lands, 2 Sunken Citadel to activate the Gyre Age Sanitarium, which is now quite played, and a couple of copies here to combo with Waste Not. It's not as good as comboing with Narset, but it's still good enough. Finally, let's go over to Pauper. We have a friend of mine, local player here, Ennio Chuti, who won, or I believe he split the final against Dredge, maybe wrong year, in a 83 people qualifier for the EPT of the Pauper. So he got his invite to that Italian Player of the Year that happens every year in the summer. He was able to top uh, eight. I don't remember how deep I went in the top eight. I think I may have lost immediately, but anyway, I managed to top eight. Oh, yeah, top four. I top four. To top four last year. Unfortunately, for those who follow me and watch my Popper content, I will not be playing in the Poppergeddon again. It just happens to match with the testing for the Pro Tour Amsterdam, which happens the week after, and I'll be in Lisbon with the rest of my team to prepare for the Pro Tour Amsterdam. So this year, very unfortunate scheduling with the Popperget, and they always matched some other event. But hopefully I'll be able to join the next one. That's what I've been saying for a while. Or I really hope so because I love to compete in this 2 days Popper event. Anyway, what do we have in front of me? We have a deck called Altatron, and this is an archetype that it's one of the many combo decks in the format. One of the many decks that kills, but not actually, because well, you do have a win with makeshift munition. But so let me tell you about the combo. The combo is to have one Altar Ashnod and two Mirror Retrievers. Mirror Retrievers, you see it's an uncommon, but it was downshifted, whereas Ashnod Altar was a common back in Antiquities. In fact, and this is a fun fact, before Mirrodin, all the artifacts, sorry, before no, actually. No, let me restart there. Ashnod Altar was became a common in one of the Magic Online set. It's not actually ever printed in common. In fact, before Mirrodin, all the artifacts, sorry, there were zero artifacts that was common before Mirrodin. Mirrodin kind of started, made artifact become common. Actually, this is probably Chromatic Star. No, Chromatic Sphere. It's from Mirrodin. Anyway, jokes. The fun fact aside, the combo is Ashna Altar plus 2 Mirror Retriever. You sacrifice one, you get 2 colorless mana, you get back Mirror Retriever, and you have a loop. You don't accomplish much, but you have a loop here. And what do you do with this loop? You have Golden Foundry that triggers every time an artifact comes into play. And once you have infinite mana, with where is the infinite mana part of thing? Well, I guess oh yeah, you have infinite mana because you make golems and then you sacrifice golems to add 2 colorless. So that's how you gain infinite mana. You can go make munition and sacrifice Mirror Retriever forever. And this thing is easy to achieve in paper. It's not easy to achieve on Magic Online, where this deck struggles more. I will put myself through that this week. I'll play this deck in a league, but it's not gonna be easy. If you don't have Make Munition, you can also gain infinite life with Weather the Storm in paper. Mirror Kinsmith is a way to get your Mirror Retriever. You have a Row 1 Dream Search and Deadly Dispute as card draw advantage, and you have the Urza lands to give you more and more and more mana. You have Crop Rotation to fix that, but ideally, okay, you have Energy Refractor is another one. Remember, Prophetic Prism is banned in Pauper. You have to use Energy Refractor to filter your lands, your mana. So this is the list that Enya played. This is the list I'm gonna play later this week. Not super excited because this deck is a lot to play on Magic Online, but we'll see. I may play some matches, and thanks to this DB underscore Mango account given by me by Daybreak to make these type of videos, I have to, I can be a little bit less focused on the final outcome. Anyway, this is the list, and thank you for watching the decks of the weekend. If you see me this weekend in Naples, playing the European event, European Championship, make sure to say hello. I love to follow along. And also, I wanted to thank you all for watching so much of the Mango's Workshop video, the vintage video that got over 35,000 views in just 5 days. This is like my most viewed video at the moment overall, and I am very happy. And again, if you haven't done yet, make sure to subscribe to the Mango's Workshop because we want to have this number go up. This number. A lot of people watch this video, not all of them subscribe, and this number is very important for me to get more eyes on the channel from everyone. Anyway, That's it. As always, you're gonna have another video today. It's gonna be Pauper and it's gonna be about Boris synthesizer. So stay tuned if you are interested in more Pauper content. Thank you for watching. See you next week for Decks of the Weekend. See you every day for all the Mango's content.